Slash and Cast.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Don't you blame the movies! Movies don't create psychos! Movies make psychos more creative!
Slash and Cast podcast, where we talk horror and nothing but horror. Brought to you by the Slash Cast Podcast Network and our YouTube channel, Slasher Media. I am one of your hosts, Mori, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Slasher.
Hey, everybody.
And today, we'll actually, after Guess the Character, we'll be discussing horror movies that would make for good horror games.
And that is not just ASM, that is basically our thoughts of what some horror movies would be like as video games.
Oh, yeah.
First. I'm
guessing your character first, or you guess my character?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to say, everybody, we are also very sad to hear that, as of this recording, the actress Hayden, I'm going to butcher this last name, Panettiere, how do you say it?
Panettiere, I think.
Panettiere. Sorry if I butchered the last name. Sadly passed away. And I woke up this morning seeing it, and I could not fucking believe it. Obviously, for those in the horror community, will know her as Kirby Reed in Scream 4 and returning in Scream 6. And she also played Samantha, a character in Until Dawn. For those outside of horror, know her in Ice Princess, the TV show Heroes, which was the first thing I ever watched her in, and various other projects. But yeah, we don't know how it happened, but just that she passed away at the age of 36, and yeah, really fucking sucks. But yeah, I have one more thing before we go into guest character, because Mori thought it was me having a shave.
Yeah, and it's not a shave. It's some H.
No. Basically, I've been thinking about, I'm gonna message you it because I want your genuine reaction. So I'm not gonna say it live.
Okay. That's a good surprise. Very nice. Very astute.
It's basically to also put stress off me.
Okay. It's fine by me because sometimes, gives me more options to, hit on you,
I regret this decision. Yeah. For those who don't know, I've asked him to basically be just a co-host on the main channel and obviously do his own videos, just to so that I'm not being missing out on days and weeks of uploading, so that I've actually got content coming out every week instead of just me either forgetting to record or not having time and shit. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Guess the character. Do you go first or do I go first?
I believe you guessed the host first. Is that what we did last time? Or yeah, I think so. I think we started with me. Actually, I can tell you right now whether it was. We started with me last week, so it is you this week.
So I'm guessing, or am I? Are you guessing?
Correct, guessing.
Right. Femme or mask presenting?
Mask.
Is this a well-known character?
I would say for those who watched the movie, yes.
Those who is this character in a franchise? Is this movie in a franchise, or is it a standalone movie?
It is in a franchise.
Is this person in all the movies, or just this one?
Just this one.
So is this person a protagonist?
Yes.
Is this person important, or are they just there to die?
They are important.
Is this in the Evil Dead franchise?
It is.
I'm going to ask this simple thing. Is this a part of the serious trilogy, the serious movies, or the funny movies?
Serious.
So the way I mean that is 2013, Rise, Burn.
Correct.
Is this person possessed?
Eventually, yes.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this from Burn?
Yes.
Is this... Oh, is this the fucking brother? Is this the guy like who's like pretty much the last to be possessed? The one who gets pushed onto knives. So it's the guy who gets like pushed onto the knives that are on the thing.
Dishwasher.
I can't remember the character's name.
Joseph Price.
That's the one.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, he did fucking burn.
Exactly.
Okay. Your next one, femme on mass presenting.
Masculine. Yep.
Franchise?
No.
Trilogy.
No.
Singular entity.
2 movies.
Oh, so it's a 2 movies. Ready or Not.
Nope. If you get this one quickly, I'll be very impressed with you.
Is this recent?
No.
Is there a reason there's only 2 movies?
I would say there shouldn't be. I have not seen the second one, but there probably is not a reason to have a third one.
Give me a hint.
The best hint I can give you is that what's the best way to say it? The character is that's too broad of a hint. What's a good way to describe this? The director's a well-known horror director is one hint. And the second hint is that what is a good one? I don't want to accidentally give away too much.
So it's a well-known horror director.
Yep, and silence is very important.
Right, I'm gonna say a movie here,
Okay.
and I'm about to tell you are very wrong about something. If it is if it is it Quiet Place?
No.
Okay, I was about to say because that's not that. There's actually more than two movies.
Yeah, there's 3. It's the 1, 2, and day 1, right?
So silence is
Important.
important. Silence is important. A well-known. Right, I have a question.
Okay.
Is the second movie terrible because it basically makes you root for the villain of the first movie?
I'm so proud of you. I'm so very proud of you.
It's the blind guy.
You have won my heart this day.
It's the blind guy from Don't Breathe in it.
Norman Nordstrom.
Soon as you said silence is important, I was like, oh.
And you see why I was struggling to figure out what I could say to make sure it wasn't, wasn't so obvious, right? And I was just like, I don't really have anything else.
I'm actually gonna change.
I was thinking you go for like Dead Silence, the puppet movie.
I'm gonna change my. Oh, Dead Silence. Isn't that a Goosebumps?
No, it's not a Goosebumps one, but I mean it's similar, right? It has
I thought the doll
ventriloquism.
was. I thought the doll was a Goosebumps character.
I mean, the type of doll I think is a Goosebumps character. I think it's just kind of like shared across, or it's like an Easter egg piece, but because obviously there's a bunch of puppets.
Right, I've changed.
It's just
I've changed my first one.
Okay. Why was it also Norman Nordstrom from Don't Breathe?
No, it was. I think you would have got it. So I've gone more obscure, and I've gone more older as well. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Masculine or feminine presenting? Is this a movie, a TV show, a video game?
Movie.
Is this part of a franchise?
Yes.
So it is a franchise. Is it a movie? How many movies are in this franchise?
10.
10?
Yeah. And,
Is this Halloween?
No, hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
10. Is this Halloween?
No, because Halloween has like 13.
13. Okay. Okay. Is this Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, because I think that has less.
Is this Texas Chainsaw?
Yes.
Okay. Then is this one of the reboots or is this the original, like the original one?
It's not the original movie, but it's in the original like set of movies.
Okay. In this one, does Leatherface discover his long lost sister or family member?
No.
No, so it's not that one. Okay.
No, it is not the shitty 3D movie.
Is this the
Which makes
one?
zero sense because his long lost family member's age doesn't match at all.
Exactly. Is this the one that has? I feel bad if I don't remember his name. The guy who plays the drill sergeant in Full Metal Jacket.
No.
That was my personal favorite one.
Well, the remakes.
Oh, was that one the remake?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one.
yeah,
That was my favorite.
he's in both remakes.
I like the idea that he would have let that one dude literally go if he hadn't been a deserter. Like if he hadn't dodged the draft, he would have been completely fine because like he may be an awful cannibal like human kind of being, but he had he's a patriot. you know? I just the fact that he kind of gave like an actual kind of value to one of the villains basically to where it's like I can respect that part. I can respect that. And the whole sheriff thing where he impersonated the sheriff. Great. Is she one of the survivors or one of the victims basically of
She is someone who survives.
survives? Okay. Um so not a part of those so it's part of the original was. Oh
Like I
boy.
said, it's not the original movie, but it is the original run. So
Yeah.
it's one of the sequels.
How does her boyfriend die?
She doesn't have one.
Oh, she's one without the boyfriend.
She
Wheelchair guy was in the first one, right?
Yeah. What? But wasn't that a brother, not a boyfriend?
Yeah, no, I was
Well-
just asking. Oh,
Yeah, Wheelchair was the first movie.
yeah, but she's not. I'm trying to get the movie straight in my head because it's been a while since I've watched them. I have the remakes in my head. I have the original one in my head. I have the 2014 one in my head.
You want a hint?
Yes, please.
This movie gave us a scene with Leatherface that I would say is very known. That I would say a lot of people do know.
Is this the scene where, because he throws his tantrum in all the things. Is this the scene where he's like trying up the faces?
No.
No? Okay. Is that to do with him in his apron with the chili?
No.
Because the tantrum dance is at the beginning of at the end of the first movie, so it's not that. Shoot, what other things is he really well known for?
It does involve his chainsaw.
Yeah, because the chainsaw. So it would be. Is it when does he slice someone in half with a chainsaw vertically?
I'm not sure, but no, the thing that he's doing with the chainsaw isn't to kill.
Oh, just getting through the door.
No.
No shit. I am blanking. There's a gap in my memory of the other movies in between the remakes and that.
You might hate yourself for not getting this one.
Is it a member of Leatherface's family
No.
at all? Okay. Is she represented in the game at all?
No, because the game takes place before the first movie in the timeline, so no. The game
Gotcha.
basically is saying before the first movie.
When you say original run, do you take the 2014 movie to be part of the original run because it has the original actress in the first movie?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I concede.
This character is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And it is Van Itter Stretch Brock. And the scene I was talking about was the infamous chainsaw thrusting scene.
Uh,
Yeah.
that would do it.
And
Yep.
the movie that introduced us to Chop Top.
But yeah, see, there's my problem is I got too focused on the reminiscing on the reboots.
Yep. Yeah, it was a stretch. She is the radio host who Leatherface and Chop Top go and basically kidnap. Right.
I'm so excited for Curry Baker's Texas Chainsaw.
It needs to go back to the family. They need to stop with this thing we're trying to like put Leatherface fully front and center. It needs to be Leatherface and the family again.
Because he's nothing without family. In all honesty,
The point of like the Texas Chainsaw isn't that it's Leatherface is like the overarching villain. He's basically the muscle of the family.
yeah, he doesn't have the brains.
Alright. Next one.
Next one, and the next one is Mask or Pen?
Mask.
Mask. Okay, is this a franchise?
No.
How many movies are involved?
One.
Okay. Is this, and this is a movie, it's not a game, TV show, or anything like that?
No.
Is this a recent movie, like last 10 years?
Yes.
Is this a slasher, a supernatural film, a thriller? What is it?
I think it's like thriller-esque. Actually, no, it's not a thriller. I don't know what to describe this movie as.
Are there comedic tones in the movie?
Explain what?
Are there comedic like tones, like jokes and
Okay.
stuff in the movie?
It's set right. So yeah, Google basically just says that it's horror, utopia, and dystopian.
Okay, that's an interesting choice. So that is utopian means like it's like a perfect kind of world or like an idyllic kind of world, and dystopian is essentially kind of the exact opposite. It's kind of like your post-apocalyptic,
The way
like
I would say, basically the way I would describe it is the utopian thing is that some people see their world as utopian, but then obviously they just celebrate or don't see the dystopian side of it.
okay.
I recently rewatched this. I watched it yesterday. And it is a movie you have seen.
What is this set in the future, in the past, in the present?
Future, but obviously not like flying cars and shit. It's set in a future after something's happened.
Are zombies involved?
No.
How many killers are there?
There's not actually a single. The killers aren't a thing. There's no like. There is a villain, but it's also
It's the government.
It's like government-esque thing, yeah.
Is it in the no? Because there's only one movie, so it's nothing going The Purge. What year was this movie released? Was it released in the 2000s? 2025. Okay, okay. Are aliens involved?
No. There is no, like, virus or alien or supernatural monsters or anything like that.
Okay.
I feel like you're gonna hate yourself if you don't get this one.
Yeah.
Well, especially if
I
you
don't think
don't
I'll
get
hate myself.
if you don't get the movie anyway.
Yeah. So then, how old is the character? Is he middle age? Is he like early 20s?
I would say like 20s, early 20s.
What is the setting of this movie? Like, is it an urban environment? Is it
Apparently, according to this, the character is 16 to 17.
16 to 17? Okay. Is this what season does this movie take place in?
I'm not sure, but there are a lot of raining scenes, but mostly at night. It does seem cold, so I guess like during like autumn or something. So like it's not warm, but it's also like cold at times. I can't. I'm trying to explain it, but I can't.
Okay. Hmm. Is this like place in America?
Yes.
It is America. Okay. Is this person the victim or like protagonist?
This person is kind of both. He's doing this thing, but he does cause some harm as he is along the way.
Causing harm as he's along the way. So he doesn't intentionally cause harm.
No, it doesn't mean to. Far
Is
as
it, are they human?
yes, yes,
Okay. Is he sick?
no. Sick in the head sometimes, yes.
Sick in the head sometimes. Okay. Does he have a very recognizable name?
I would say so, maybe.
Does he have any weapons?
No,
What kind of car does he drive?
there is no car at all.
So he walks.
Yes. I know you're gonna get there from that.
So what you're telling me is that Mark Hamill's in this movie.
Yes.
Yes, yes. God, Mark Hamill's so good in that movie. It's The Long Walk.
Yes.
And the character would likely be, we got some options here. Is the character the one who survives?
No.
Is he the one who sacrifices himself so that that character
No.
survives?
It's not
Is
the
he the
last one.
character who is the son of
No.
Mark Hamill?
No.
Is he the guy who kept falling asleep while walking?
No.
Like the one that everyone's like kind of protecting because he was like the little guy.
No.
Is he the one who his shoe came untied after he'd been going too quickly and he gets taken out?
No. No.
Okay.
Well, he does take his shoe off, but it's not because it being untied.
Is he the one who starts to crap himself?
No.
No. Does he survive like that long night scene, like where they're going up the hill?
Yes, I believe so.
Uh, did he eventually flip off the tank, tell them to go fuck themselves before
He does
he gets taken out?
he does flip off in the movie, but I don't think he's the one who flips the tank off.
Okay. Okay.
You did get it right with him taking his shoe off, but that's not the reason he took it off.
Well, the guy I was mentioning on the shoe thing, that was the guy who kept stopping to tie his shoe and got the timing wrong, and he got blapped. He's like the first guy to go.
No, it's not him.
But
No.
the shoe off. I thought that was this character. He plays. He's the one that the movie opens up with. He's almost like the protagonist, right?
No.
He's like the no. I'm trying to remember all their faces. That's the hardest part.
This is one character that everybody in like the main set of people hate.
Oh, right. So he's the guy who is intentionally trying to mess up the others.
Yeah.
By yelling at them and doing things.
Yeah, Gary Barkovich.
Gotcha, because I was not going to get that name.
Yeah.
I pretty much went through everybody but the bully.
Yeah, he took his shoe off because he had a stone in it.
Right.
But he manages to get it back on. He's also the one who gets one of the people killed because he's provoking him.
Because he starts freaking out too, asking like questions like, I didn't mean to do this. I may be a bad person, so on and so forth, right? He started like really freaking out.
He does end up dying because he does survive the one gun of the hill during the rain because he's just shouting at the main character, going, "You're gonna die! You're gonna die!"
Yeah, messing with him. See, I think my favorite character in all that was actually the guy who it was believed to be like the son of Mark Hamill's character, the Colonel. That guy.
The guy who's very about himself.
Yeah, the guy who's like honestly doing a great job, but he got sick, right? You know what I mean? Like he literally, as it kind of pointed out, is like he'd never been a sick day in his life, and then he got sick during that, and that was like what was like really messing him up the whole time. And it's just like, I liked him. I liked him because he kind of showed like his only real reason for being there was trying to like earn his father's respect and like the admission that he is, And I'm just like, that's tragic.
All right. Are we ready for main topic?
I believe so.
So, video games that would make movies that make for good video games. Because we've had Friday the 13th was an ASM. We've had Texas, which was an ASM. Now we've got Halloween, which is an ASM. But we also have Hellraiser coming out that is a single player experience. Halloween will have also a single player mode, but that's not the main focus of the game. So like, what's a movie that you think would do well as a video game adaptation or a video game continuation?
They would say one that would make a good option. Now, with these kind of rules in mind, are we able to say, for example, a different concept for like an Alien versus Predators game?
Right.
Or because Alien vs. Predator already exists as a game, it's completely off limits.
What do you mean?
So they're AVP games, right? Alien vs. Predator, the Xenomorph versus the Predator, where it's like those Marines and stuff. And they have their game, but obviously they haven't come out with a new one in so long. Right? And personally, I am always a fan of that style, of horror, right? Especially playing as like a Marine and you're stuck on a planet with both aliens and predators hunting you. It's just a good combination. But those games like that do exist. It's just, no
I
one's made a
think
new
what
one
would
in a while.
be cool for them to do is do a so there's two, I think there's a bunch of ways you could do it. So there's either, I think, you go a route of you make a Predator game where you play as Predator, where you play as the Predator, or there's a game, or you play as a human hunting the Predator, or there's or same with Alien, or what you could do is do a game, uh, like AVP, where maybe an ASIM kind of, but you have two threats and both have different things.
You're right here. So let's take a vein of Halloween, right? So remember AVP Requiem. Even though it was not the best movie, the concept existed of the aliens are in the town, spreading, right? Trying to create like a hive. You have the predator who's like, I got to end this threat, and anybody else gets in the way. Yeah, the humans who are just simply trying to survive. You could take some of the rules that Halloween does with the idea that they're trying to get people out. They could just leave, but you're not going to get many, you're not going to get many points and things. The predator, obviously, I don't know how you'd really get those to interact in like a bad way kind of thing, unless the predator also needs to do something with that. But so that's what that part gets a little weak. But then the idea is the predator has to take on, or even like the predators, right? If you consider like multiple alien players too, right? And then the idea is that your characters would either be like soldiers, right, trying to evacuate and get people out, or some mismatch where the predators also threat they need to eliminate because the predator's also killing people. Because the predator, maybe the idea is the predator has to eliminate all witnesses, right? So the predator also needs to wipe everybody out in the end to preserve secrecy. Then you have the aliens whose job is infest. So they're trying to take like NPC kind of civilians who like that out, while you as the soldiers are trying to organize people, get people out. And the predator's trying to hunt down the aliens, right? So the predator gets the most points, takes the aliens. The aliens get the most points if they just, they reach that critical mass, like maybe a Queensborn, right? And the civilians, or like the humans, only win if they either A, eliminate all the threats, or B, they evacuate enough people.
Right.
And you get that because the original AVP game was great in terms of like that, the multiplayer actually had, predators, soldiers, and aliens all fighting each other. And so you had 3 different play styles at the same time in the same match.
It would be cool to have a co-op. Like, it'd be cool to have a game where it's either co-op or single player. If you play co-op, so do you know? Do you know the Dark Picture games?
Yes, I love the Dark Picture games.
Do you know when you play multiplayer?
Yes.
It's a weird way because one of you is doing some segments while the other's doing others, and
I
so
love that
when,
idea. I just don't have people to put this with.
So when you play the game with someone, you'll find out a decision that they've made, and you'll have to deal with their decision.
Oh yeah.
So like, someone's died, so that you get a character reacting to their death. Obviously, you didn't have control over their death because the other player did.
Yeah, I love
it'd be
that.
cool if you did a multiplayer Alien Predator game where you have 3 ways to play it. So 2 ways to play. You either can play a single player where you choose the Alien or the Predator story to play, and you play through it, which ends with the Predator and aliens fighting. So you do an AVP game, but you also have humans also having the story. But
Okay.
they're like NPCs, things and stuff. So it's like an interactive movie where you are the thing. Or you play multiplayer where one of you is playing the alien story while the other's playing the predator story. The climax is with both players needing to fight each other at the very
that?
end. One of you is an alien, one of you is a predator, and then obviously you have to fight until one of you lives, and then that basically you get an ending that's different. So it's also a choice-based thing as well, because the predator has to choose who he's going to kill, and it also affects what the alien does, and vice versa.
Very nice. I like that. Another movie that could be a good horror game is Pandorum.
Don't think I've seen that.
Do you remember that one? No? So it is a movie that it's a science fiction movie. It's a space movie. It came out in
What's it
2009.
called? Pandora.
Pandorum.
Pandora.
Yep. Dennis Quaid, Ben Foster.
Pandorum. Two astronauts wake up in what seems like a pitch black spacecraft, disorientated and unable to remember who they are or what their mission was. They discovered they are not alone. How would you have this as a game?
As a horror game in general. So the way it would be is there's absolute horror elements of you being hunted and everything. It'd be the idea of you waking up and you're consider it in the same veins of like the Alien game, okay, where Alien Isolation. But the idea is you're waking up, you have no idea what's going on. You're randomly on this ship, and now you're trying to investigate what's going on. And as you're going on, you're getting hunted by things that you have no idea how or why they even exist. And you're trying to rally up with the survivors or people who may know what's going on. And you're attempting to basically fix the ship and kind of, keep going.
Could be fun.
So yeah, so you could even turn it into more of like a survival, like wrapped in like actually like horror survival style game where you even have to maybe go out into the ship and try and salvage supplies and things to bring back to a group of people, things like that, or even just simply a more linear game where you have options of directions you choose, like almost like Dead Space, right? As you're kind of uncovering this stuff because there's a lot of psychological elements to it, and a lot of like opportunity to play with like memories and things like that.
Does sound interesting. If you like, it does play like in isolation. It could work.
Yeah, like it could be pretty awesome. Because really, two of my favorite horror games really comes down to like Dead Space and Alien Isolation. When it comes to space, when I think of like creepy
love Alien
space,
Isolation.
it's just like they needed Dead Space 2 so bad. They just need to make the remake. They just need to remake it. That's all they need to do. But I won't go into an EA rant right now. But I understand why they haven't done it yet.
I think for me, a movie that I would love to be able to have like a game of and explore the world more is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay,
Nightmare on
absolutely.
Elm Street
They really
video
haven't.
game. Do not make it an ASIM. To be honest, I don't know how you would do Nightmares in ASIM. But if you did it as like a single player experience, you are playing a kid who's living on Elm Street, and maybe it is like a Until Dawn game or something like that, where it's a choice-based game. So instead of playing one character, you play multiple characters who are all dreaming about this guy. And you basically go through the motion and you made the choices. It would be if you did do the ASIM route. I think the way it would work is, it'd probably be like 1 versus, let's say 5, where all of these kids are in the dream realm, and you can kill Freddy by doing a bunch of stuff that would bring him out of the dream to kill him. And other things like that, it'd be interesting that way. But I think a single player experience where it's choice based works better.
Okay, I like that.
Same with Scream. He did Scream. An ASIM could work as a whodunit where a player is, so it's like Secret Neighbor in a way.
Yeah,
If you ever play Secret Neighbor, but as a
I
single
have.
player, I would do it as the same thing where you are doing choice based.
That works for so many things. Like think about the strangers. And if you did that choice based kind of thing, like where you're maybe like trying to investigate them, like trying to determine things, or something involving that. Same idea
It's
of
like
being hunted down.
it's why I liked A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead.
It's on sale right now. I saw that pop up my thing where I'm like, ooh, I might pick it up.
I streamed it not long ago, and I really did enjoy that game. It was interesting because the character you play is like very emotional. It's in a very emotional game as well. So like you're trying to like survive, but you're also trying to um like save your friendship and like your who you are in people's eyes and stuff. It was really
Okay.
and plus the character you play is pregnant, so it's like you're also trying to look after the baby while being chased by these creatures. I do enjoy the road. That is really good. It's a good
Good.
example of a horror movie video game tie-in because it is canon. It's like Alien Isolation, where it is canon to the franchise as its own
Gotcha.
standalone story.
Okay. I like that.
What other movies do you have?
So I was thinking of. So another option could be, have you ever or ever watched As Above, So Below, or
Yeah,
like The Descent?
yeah,
So like those would be options I think for a good kind of horror game because I love psychological elements, right? I love the kind of stuff that makes you like think and wonder, like what's real, what's not. That kind of stuff. Whereas Descent is, I played The Forest, right? The Forest has very similar kind of themes, but obviously their story gets a little wacky at times, very weird.
yeah.
Whereas the Descent would be a much more controllable. Because who doesn't have like who hasn't watched cave diving videos and like hearing like
I
horror
have.
stories of people
And
getting stuck in caves?
you-
Yeah,
like the Nutty Putty incident.
yeah. So like, imagine playing a horror game like that. When you're brought to that,
But
you could even almost consider it like,
but you're actually being chased by a monster.
yeah, and you're actually like trapped down there trying to figure it out in the darkness and trying to survive. Um, Another option could be, we simply haven't really had a Tremors style like game.
Tremors as a video game would be really interesting.
Yeah, like imagine you trying to, fight to survive and everything. And,
It
I
would
don't know if you'd want to do an open world style or how you'd want to approach it, but I think it could be pretty good. I'm trying to think like really like clever ones that no one's thought of because obviously the thing already has a video game and someone really needs to properly go for the thing again because I think nowadays that could be really good.
I think the thing would work as another choice based.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously in the movie you never know who's the creature. So it'd be interesting like that they do different scenarios where it could be it's this person, but no, it's this person. You could be playing the person who's infected who doesn't know that they're the creature. One of those deals.
Until the creature just does something. You know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be wild. It'd be really clever. I'm trying to think if there's any like games that match this. Not gonna lie. So I was watching a puppet combo game yesterday that had to do with like the skin killer or whatever, skin freak, something like that. I don't know if you watch much puppet combo stuff.
I think Child's Play as a game would work.
Yeah, Child's Play worked really well, but
I
like the
think
idea of
an
playing multiple
ASIM,
protagonists.
an,
No.
an ASIM Child's Play game, like,
Yeah,
could be
I'd say
fun.
so.
Could be fun,
Yeah.
but also like you don't know if it'll work. But a single player one would be cool as well.
Absolutely. The Purge is too obvious if you consider like a battle royale style.
Purge would basically be a battle royale type game. Like it would be
I
fun.
consider. I'd say maybe go in the vein of Dead Rising for the Purge.
Hmm. In what way?
The idea. So it'd be a single player, right? And your job is to survive the night. And you could even make it. It could be a more like linear kind of story, like some open world like storytelling, or it could be a procedurally like kind of like it reacts to you and how you are and stuff. Then you know how Dead Rising has multiple of your psychos, right? Your psychopaths throughout the world and everything. So maybe the game tries to respond, tries to cater to that, to send after you, to either force you out, or the government, could kind of force you out, like basically ways to force interaction and adaptation to survive a situation. Because obviously you can't run, you can't, you can't just leave the area and be out of the purge. The purge, is across the entire country, kind of thing. So your job would be to run, hide, fight, whatever to survive. You wouldn't need food or water mechanics for this because it's literally just a night. It's purely just, think almost like the Dead Rising style. Like you have that countdown, right? You have that countdown that you have all this time to do these things, and maybe certain actions skip the time forward, maybe, but
You could have it be a thing where it's kind of a like there's ways you could do it where it's asim like, but not. So basically, you could have people. It could. Have you ever played like games like Rust or like survival games?
yeah,
Like the idea is that you can play with friends and build fortification and stuff like that. And it's a purge. It's saying the world of the purge, but you either have it be a thing where the purge happens, you get this many nights to prepare. Like killing's turned off, so you can actually meet people, and killing won't happen. If someone does try and kill, it basically does a thing in the game where they're like, oh, so they get punished for trying to kill someone outside purge time. So
yeah,
it's a thing where you purge. You have to basically the aim of the game is to keep on surviving, and if you don't survive on that server, you get pushed to a new server, and you have to try again. And it would be interesting to do it that way because it's basically you have to it's a challenge type of thing. You have to see how long you can survive for during this time and how good you are as a team and things.
okay. I think that could work.
I don't know how they would do it, but would be cool.
Absolutely.
Um,
What's another one?
it.
Yeah, I could see that. What would be how would we do it?
So, asim wise, you would have someone play Pennywise, but Pennywise can
Okay.
shapeshift. So he can pretend to basically be one of the group if it wants, like secret neighbor. Or Pennywise is controlling, different things around the map where he can basically frighten people with paintings. And there's a meter that's like a frightened meter where it hits a certain level, it means that that person is like stunned or weaker, so Pennywise can get him easier. Single player, would be cool if it's a game where Pennywise is going after you and like a group of friends or something, and you have to like survive and stuff.
That could be
and
good, yeah.
It's a story-driven game set in the world of it, or maybe like they could do a crossover with The Shining where you play someone with the power of the Shine going
Then you're
against
trying to
Pennywise.
survive and hunt him.
Yeah,
I can see that.
using the power of the Shine to fight Pennywise.
Okay. I think that could work.
I think that would be really cool because I would really like them to have a thing where they'll do a crossover with The Shining at some point with Pennywise, and Pennywise meets his match, and it's someone who is just a regular person but with powers, whose powers can actually like take Pennywise on.
That would be pretty nice. Maybe even like you have to do certain things on the map to like level up one of your like get one of the characters strong enough to do it.
You have to basically like upgrade your abilities and stuff. So you have like a skill tree or something like that helps make sure that you keep on track. So you have to get powerful each time, but you have to be careful with what power you level up and stuff.
Okay. I like it.
Like, there's all sorts that, like, when it comes to video games, like, there is so much potential for even, like, original, just not even games that are canon to a franchise, but the homage to it by being just a fun game you can play in this world where you are living the life of what these people go through against these villains. But, like,
Absolutely.
I think it's interesting to think about what movies would make good video games. But I've got nothing else.
I think I'm hitting an end of it as well.
Yeah, because
I keep thinking like creature feature style ones, but it's hard to figure out like a good way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
For example, like Jaws, things like that.
Obviously, people let us know in the comments what you think. Obviously, what movies would you want to see as video games and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, take us away in outro.
Absolutely. With that, we want to thank you for watching the Slashercast podcast, for horror and nothing but horror. Brought to you by the Slashercast Podcast Network and our YouTube channel, Slasher Media. I have been one of your hosts, Mori.
I've been the host, Slasher.
And thank you for watching. And remember to keep on slashing, keep watching horror, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Have you checked the children?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Boogeyman is real, and you found him.
Don't you blame the movies? Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.